name, and there are a gajillion Francisco Martinez's out there. There's an unfortunately, there is someone wanted in that jurisdiction that has your name. And you see now that you've been wrongly arrested, you're going to be released today.
Imagine being arrested just because someone out there shares your name. And the system can't tell the difference. This is a nightmare that happens more often than you think. Ever wonder what you'd do if the cops showed up for a crime you didn't commit?
The fear is that this continues to happen. So I don't know, there are methods out there. And Mr. Kim, you say there's a letter that he can get.
Yes.
What we're going to do is, I cannot give you legal advice, but I'm going to have your lawyer that we've appointed to represent you tell you how you can take care of this so that it doesn't happen again. So we're going to process you out. You should be out within hopefully the next 4 to 6 hours. Ricardo will tell you how to go about getting a letter so that this doesn't happen again. Do you have any questions? Did you want to add anything, Ricardo?
What's there to say, Judge? It's just a bad situation. This man was arrested for this, not even.
Yeah.
Not a good situation.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes have been made, and I don't know, I guess the arresting officer, I don't understand why they wouldn't do just a little bit deeper dive.
Well, when they're on the field and it's obviously an arrest in the evening is that they can only confirm by teletype for whatever the fugitive division is. And so with it's most commonly name and date of birth, and statistically that should narrow it down, but it's just, I mean, because you can't take photos, or you can't send
have mobile apices
for that when they get processed in, but that only brings them in for, again, the same name and date of birth, but you can't trade mugshots with the demanding jurisdiction. Because the teletypes can't support images. And so ultimately it's only what the text is. And
what the officer is describing here is a flaw in the warrant verification process. Many smaller departments still rely on outdated systems that can't even send mugshots. One typo, one mix-up, and boom. You're in handcuffs for someone else's warrant.
the text is the name and date of birth. So
And on that sense, Judge, would his fingerprint goes with
and that's why I was, they've got these mobile apices that.
the mobile thing where they could just test him and see if it's his prints or not.
sure, but the majority of warrants, the way they're sent by teletype, again, a thumbprint can't be imaged in a teletype.
I got you.
So even if, so yes, there is a thumbprint, but there's no way to.
The thumbprint should be able to verify who this person is, whether they have the correct date of birth.
But
Mugshots.
that only corresponds to the warrant for the demanding jurisdiction if they have something to match it against. So that's the issue is, yes, it can pull it up on our side, but it's the same way even for our parole violations is they can't check on scene, especially at 1 a.m. That's why we're the second check, is that we're able to verify if there's a thumbprint, mugshot, etc.
You're going to be released here momentarily. I'll have Ricardo tell you how to take the next steps though, okay? All right, good luck, Mr. Martinez. Thank you.
I think we still need to approach on a different one, so Mr. Diaz will approach soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call their main line since the sergeant's not getting back to me. It's like, I'll find it.
Good morning. I have a case that's on tomorrow's docket, but he had felony court this morning on the same transaction. Can I give you the cause number?
Sure.
254506.
I need one more number.
0.
Eaton?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind bringing them up? We're doing an arraignment. You got it? Okay. Good morning, Mr. Eaton. Sir, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. So the first name is Chase. Is it spelled correctly with a J-H-A-S-E?
It is, Judge.
Okay, please.
Yes, Judge. On December, in regard to a theft in progress, another officer called out on air that he was in pursuit of a black Cadillac inside the complex.
And here we go. The next defendant, Chase Eaton, Pay attention, because this one gets complicated. A stolen gun, damaged cars, and a Cadillac full of drama. Let's see how the judge untangles this mess.
The officer noticed the defendant's vehicle, the black Cadillac, drive in front of him as the officer entered the complex. The officer made a U-turn, aligned himself with the vehicle, and pulled his firearm for a felony stop. The officer gave commands for the defendant, the driver of the vehicle, to step out of the vehicle and remove co-defendants from the vehicle as well. The officer made contact with the complainant. The first complainant stated he parked his motor vehicle in the complex around 8 p.m. with the tires and windows intact, got called by the officer around 2 a.m. and noticed his front right window damaged and all 4 tires damaged. The officer made contact with a second complainant who stated she was asleep when the officer contacted her via her cell phone. She walked to her vehicle and said the tires were worth $1,000. The officer located a black Glock in the back left floorboard of the defendant's vehicle in plain view without a holster, which came back stolen once the serial number was run. The defendant's vehicle was inventoried, and the officer located 2 of the second complainant's tires in the back left passenger seat.
So he was pulled over in a Cadillac.
In the black Cadillac, correct.
The Cadillac was stolen or was not
It
stolen?
was
Is that his Cadillac?
his Cadillac, Your Honor, and
And in the Cadillac, there's in the back seat 2 tires
2 tires belonging to the second complainant.
and then this gun.
And the gun, Your Honor.
The gun stolen. Where was the gun?
The gun was on the back left floorboard of his vehicle.
Was he with anyone else or was he alone?
There were co-defendants as well in the vehicle.
Where were the co-defendants?
Let me see.
And did you say that he's the driver?
Yes, the defendant's the
There were
driver.
3 co-defendants, Judge.
Yes, the
Okay.
defendant was the driver of the Cadillac.
And you have a stolen gun that's in the back left, you said?
Yes, the
Left back seat forward, Judge.
Okay, where are the other co-defendants?
so I'm trying to find in the DIMS, Your Honor.
No rush, take your time.
One passenger, 1 passenger in the back seat. The offense report reports that my client was asked to exit first. He exited backwards as procedure, and the other 2 co-defendants remained in the vehicle. And so I saw no objective, any kind of furtive movements, any articulation of facts that would link the gun to my client other than
Well, that's what
as we,
I mean,
right.
are you,
Well, it was in his car, which was under his control, and he's engaged in obviously other criminal activity, Judge. I think that's what.
sure, but is there a co-defendant that's sitting right there in the left rear seat?
For the left rear seat were 2 tires, is what it seems like.
Oh, I forgot about the tires.
Yeah.
So there's a right passenger and a
Right front passenger.
Yes.
Yes.
it would
And the
make
gun
sense.
is found under the seat of the driver.
Yes.
It would make sense that the backseat passenger wouldn't put the gun, see if he would put the gun where the tires are. You wouldn't expect to see a driver somehow reach all the way to a passenger side. of
No,
the
but I mean,
vehicle.
sometimes you've got it under your seat and then when you're moving, then the gun slides in the back. That's why I was curious as to whether there was someone sitting in the back left, but you've got tires in the back left.
That's the key phrase, probable cause. It doesn't mean guilty, but it does mean there's enough evidence to move forward. Judges often use this point to lecture defendants, and this judge doesn't hold back.
Okay.
Slide all the way to the,
This moment is powerful. The judge isn't just sentencing, he's mentoring. You can feel the frustration and care mixed together. Question for you. Do you think judges should take on this kind of father figure role in court or stick strictly to the law?
and my client was out of the vehicle with the other co-defendants remaining in the vehicle. So there's no actual care, custody, or control articulated in this fact pattern. We're asking for,
Yeah, I get it. I was curious because I wanted to make sure. I think now that there's enough probable cause to go forward, Mr. Eaton. I am going to find there is probable cause And I'm going to order you as a condition of your bond not to have contact with the co-defendants in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
19.
You're 19 years old. It's not a good start in the street. You know, life is very, very difficult. Being a young black man in today's society is just even more difficult. And when you tack on all this stuff, does this help or does this hurt?
Hurt.
I don't want you smoking any dope. I don't want you using any alcohol. If you don't have a license, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other two, I'm assuming, were arrested as well, or no? Mr. Locklear, are there co-defendants or are there no
Yes, there are.
co-defendants?
On the felony cases.
There are other co-defendants. Okay, I don't want you to have contact with these people. I don't want you to hang around with them. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
What other, did they give him any other conditions upstairs, Mr. Locklear? Like curfew or anything like that?
No, Your Honor.
No. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I go to work. That's it.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's a start. You got to find something in this life to do. You ain't got no money. It's going to be a miserable life. This life is a journey. It can be a great journey where you travel, buy great things, fancy cars, fancy vacations, or it can be a rotten toilet of an existence where you're in and out of jail, no money, begging on the street. Don't fall into this life. It's not a good one. I'm not going to put a monitor on him. I'm not going to put you on any kind of curfew now, but I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Eaton, I'm going to test you within the next 2 months. If you test positive for marijuana, you test positive for alcohol or dope, I'm going to lock you up. And I'm going to tell you now, no more PR bonds. I'm going to keep my streets safe at all costs. And I don't care who you have here with you. You become a problem, I'm just going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You must obtain and have a full-time job while you're on bond in this court. No alcohol, drugs, random testing, no weapons, no contact with co-defendants. Could you run his license, see if he has a license, Alex, please?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
All right, you have a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Locklear, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're AWOL and you're playing games, I'll issue a warrant. You understand? You're skirting very thin ice. That ice cracks, your butt's gonna freeze. You understand? All right. Okay, Mr. Locklear, good luck. This is 361 days old, and I'm giving you 2 weeks to have a lawyer, and when you come back, we're gonna set your case for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you ever take off on me again, I'm going to triple, if not maybe quadruple your bond. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No alcohol, no drugs. I'm ready to set this case for trial. You've taken off on us repeatedly. Your case is 361 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days. Have a lawyer when you come back, because the next setting, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Do you understand? You see if he has a Texas driver license.
It's not eligible.
You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if you have a baby that's born and you got to rush to the hospital. If you don't have a license and liability insurance, do not drive.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, Judge.
So, Felicia, normal bond conditions, please. And then, Vic.
Okay, quick breakdown. Those are field sobriety test scores. 6 out of 6 basically means he failed every part of the test. So when he said just 2 beers, yeah, that line never works in court.
2 weeks. And next plea is trial or plea. Next setting. Come on. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Officers were dispatched to a Holiday Inn in Harris County, Texas, in response to a disturbance. The caller reported that two white males left the property, one in an F-150 and one in a Mitsubishi. When the officer arrived, he observed the Mitsubishi, which matched the description given in the parking lot, headed towards a nearby road. The officer initiated a traffic stop and made contact with the driver, the defendant. The officer asked the defendant if he was involved in a physical disturbance, and the defendant stated yes, that him and another individual got into a physical fight, and that he got into his car to separate himself and calm down. The defendant stated he was heading towards a gas station when he was stopped by the officer. While speaking to the defendant, the officer observed an odor of alcoholic beverage, glossy eyes, and slurred speech. The defendant admitted to drinking 2 beers, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 0 out of 8, one leg stand 0 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were .103 and .113.
And the stop was for what?
They had a call about a disturbance, and the vehicle he was in matched the description given by the caller about individuals involved in that disturbance, and they pulled the vehicle over to inquire about that disturbance.
How do we know it has anything to do with him?
They
Just a
provided,
vehicle. What's going on? What's the disturbance?
what we have is that in regard to that disturbance, they were given a specific description of the vehicle, and he was asked about it, and he admitted to being involved in that disturbance when the officer encountered the vehicle.
I'm going to find probable cause for now, Mr. Curtis. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. Can you run his license, please? See if he has a valid license. What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a contractor. I'm
What
trying
kind
to
of-
actually start my own business.
Do you have an income right now?
Yes, sir.
What kind of income do you make a month?
It just really depends. Right now, work's slow, so I've been raking leaves, trying to get anything I can to make the bills. I have 3 kids, my own house, and I'm a pregnant wife, so I'm trying to just provide.
I'm going to apply for an appointed lawyer.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give him an application. I'm going to give you an application. I'm going to have you talk to someone today. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria.
He's eligible, Your Honor.
Don't drive unless you have insurance as well, car insurance. I'm making it a condition of your bond. Don't consume alcohol, don't consume illegal drugs, and then you'll be fine with us.
Yes, sir.
Don't be a danger to my public. All right, come on.